What is going on, everybody? This is Estrid. In today's video, we're gonna go over conditions, pretty much eliminating the full idea of the daily bias, right? You don't need no more daily bias. We're past that. We're gonna be only sticking to conditions moving forward, and this pretty much will be able to tell you where the market is currently gonna go. Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Right? And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So just like I mentioned, right, we are no longer using daily bias, right? I feel like daily bias is a little bit overrated. It's a little bit too much. Like, you don't really necessarily need to be able to tell where the entire daily candle is going to be going, right? Like, you don't need to sit here and be like, all right, well, I need to kind of predict where the entire day's worth of price action is going to go, and only according to that I'm going to be taking my trade, either longs or shorts. That is unnecessary. You don't need to do that, right? Because as day traders, right, you're only realistically trying to catch a few points of the move, right? And it's not that crazy unless you have like a certain strategy where you go to like 1 to 30 RR or whatever it could be, right? So however, if you're trading my strategy, right, I'm just catching 50 points, 60 points, and calling it a day, right? Go a little bit up in risk, and just that's about it. That's how my strategy works, right? So these conditions, right, will be perfectly executed for my specific strategy, and just in general for those people that do not want to really deal with daily bias, right? And this alone will eliminate all of the guesswork. You will be able to actually sit down and be able to tell where the market is going, right? You won't have to sit and guess, well, if this happens, then should I do this, should I do that, am I bullish? But you don't gotta do all that extra stuff, right? With conditions, you set up a condition, right, in a scenario where you'll be like, okay, well, if this and this and this happens, then I'll go long, and if that and that happens, then I'll go short, right? So you're pretty much setting yourself up for two options, right? So if one thing happens, you'll do that, and if the other thing happens, you'll do that, right? So that's as simple as it gets, right? Now, of course, you will need some sort of experience in the markets beforehand, right? You'll need to have some sort of knowledge to be able to place these conditions, right? However, again, if you are interested and if you are wanting to get that experience, and if you actually want to get better at trading, link is going to be in the description. Get my mentorship for mad cheap, a price less than a funded account. You'll be able to go from absolute beginner to a complete intermediate to advanced trader, where you'll be able to get payouts and so on and so forth. So now let's just say you have some sort of experience going forward, right? And now you could be setting yourself up with these conditions, and you don't even have to be a crazy pro trader to be able to do this, right? Just some basic knowledge of the market, right? So what are conditions, right? So first of all, the things you gotta ask beforehand, right, is how does the market move, right? So obviously the market moves in two ways, mainly is to rebalance inefficiencies and seek liquidity, right? So when I'm speaking about rebalancing and efficiency, it's pretty much just retracing to your fair value gaps, right? And when I'm talking about seeking liquidity, it's just pretty much taking out highs and lows, right? So this is kind of how the market moves, right? So first you will have like a high low, high. Let's just give you an example of a bullish example, right? So price is going up, right, breaking all the highs, and then every single time once price breaks a certain high, then it starts rebalancing to some sort of inefficiencies, and in this case it's usually fair value gaps, right? So these are the two ways the market moves, and you just have to have an idea at least where you currently are at the market, right? So for example, if you are in a cycle of trying to seek a liquidity, right, so you're most likely going to be targeting those levels, those highs or those lows, right? So for example, let's say if you're trying to reach for all-time highs, right, you could obviously see that price just rebounced in inefficiency, right? We rebalanced to some sort of a leg, and now we are trying to go for a certain high. So now we're probably going to be looking for those highs. However, let's say if it did take out a certain high or a low, then you'll most likely be looking for some sort of a rebalance of prices kind of pulling back down or pulling back up higher, right? And now you'll be looking more towards trades kind of rebalancing those fair value gaps, right? So those are the main two questions you have to ask beforehand. And now, as for the conditions, right, these are the three main questions that you'll have to be asking yourself before just waking up and looking at your chart, right? So this is kind of how I do it. I don't need daily bias. I don't need to do all this extra complicated stuff, right? I go on the chart, I mark out all my levels, and I ask myself these three questions, right? Are we respecting bullish or bearish pre range? Number one, right? Are we delivering from sell side or buy side? Number two. And three, where is the average drawn liquidity, right? So these are the three main questions I ask myself, and I'm looking at the markets, I'm looking at the candlesticks, and according to what the market is showing me, that's how I will be setting up my conditions, right? So let's take a look at an example. All right, so taking a look at our first example, right, what do we have here, right? Price is obviously displacing lower, right? Pushing past all the lows, right? Now, if you're just currently looking at this price action over here on this current day, right, what do we have here? Price ended up retracing back up to the smaller 1 hour fair value gap, right? It swept out previous day high, and now we're seeing some sort of displacement down lower, and we see this very obvious drawn liquidity being this previous day low, right? So now we have price looking to have these stacked equal lows, almost relative equal lows, right? As our obvious draws on liquidity, because we are also bearish, right? So we see price kind of retracing back up to these gaps, respecting them and pushing back down low, right? So I want to be along those lines. So I'm probably going to be leaning a little bit more bearish as of just by looking at it for like, quick 30 seconds, right? So, but in order for me to actually kind of tell, right, I'll be looking down on the small time frames, right, seeing what is going on over here, right? We see price over here retrace to this 30-minute fair value gap right here perfectly, right? This is our 30-minute very, very premium fair value gap. And we see price ended up closing below it, leaving that wick. And we see now price is starting to kind of come back down, displacing through these bullish fair value gaps, right? So number two question was, are we respecting or disrespecting bullish or bearish PD rates? Right? In this case, we are starting to disrespect bullish PD rates. So in this case, I'll be looking more towards a bearish trades, right? So I'll be saying, okay, well, if I'm gonna be looking at this trade right here, right, the thing that I could be, thinking just by looking at this, all right, so I'll be like, okay, so maybe if we retrace to this 15-minute fair value gap over here, right, if we do not close above it over here and we respect it, I might be looking to get some, shorts back down over here. Then we have another bullish 15-minute over here that's also an equal low. Then I'll be like, okay, well, maybe if price comes back down over here, taps this 15-minute gap, takes out these equal lows, and then starts to see some sort of displacement back up higher, and then I'll be looking for longs, right? So just simply right here, I set myself up for two conditions, right? But I'm kind of leaning more towards a bearish play because we have our obvious draws on liquidity are, this London low and previous day low, and they're almost relative equal lows. So these are my obvious draw on liquidity. So now let's take a look at what price does, right? So price ends up retracing back up higher, right? And I mean, as you guys could see, right, price retraced to that 15-minute gap. We see price ended up tapping that 15-minute gap, resweeping it, and start to now close below all these gaps over here. And you could have taken a short down over here or at this short over here, right? So you could have just simply taken that short, targeting this low being our London low, right? So simply, what did I do? I looked at this chart, right? I was like, okay, well, on the left, it looks like we're a little bit more bearish because we are trading in a 1 hour gap over here, right? This is what the price retraced to. It saw a previous day high, and now we're seeing displacement lower, and we're seeing that bullish gaps are getting closed, and price is now retracing back up to that very, very premium gap. And my condition was, if we respected, again, if we retrace back up again over here, tap into some sort of a gap, or get a little sweep or something, and if we respect it, get some sort of a confirmation, I'll go short. And if right here we end up closing below it, or if we, let's say, come down over here, so to respect this 15-minute gap and come back up higher, then I'll go long. But in this case, as we see price retrace back up here first, and we got that short entry, and we see price ended up absolutely smashing our take profit over here. So that's about it for this video, guys, right? Simple condition work where you just set up yourself in either two scenarios, right? You'd be like, hey, if this and this and that happens, I'm going to be bullish taking longs, and if that and that happens, I'll be bearish and I'll be taking shorts. That alone over here will absolutely eliminate all of the guesswork. You won't have to sit here and just try to fortune tell, be like, well, are we going to be bullish? Our candles are going to be going up for the rest of the day? Are we going to be down for the rest of the day? I don't need none of that. I'm just simply trying to catch small piece of the pie in the market. I'm not trying to catch the whole entire worth price action for the entire day, right? I'm just catching 50 points, 60 points. That's about it. Even sometimes even less with the amount of risk that I'm putting up, right? And I'm calling it a day, right? I just need to actually predict that smaller, very small incremental move in the market, right? Just for that obvious draw on liquidity, to be able to spot it and to be able to take it towards it, right? That's all I'm doing, right? This alone will actually skyrocket your win rate, because you're not trying to target some crazy targets, right? You're not trying to do something crazy. You're simply targeting your very obvious draws on liquidity that are your lowest hanging fruit. You're not trying to do anything crazy 1 to 90 RR, and you're always setting up for yourself for conditions. So you're never going to be in a position where you're left out guessing what's going to happen, right? You just have two options. Whichever one happens, that's where you go with. And that's about it. Now, if you guys want to see more examples of this, and if you guys are interested how to actually perfect this to the T, I talk a lot about these conditions in my bootcamp. I go very detailed, I go very thoroughly. And if you guys have any other questions, you could comment down below. If you want to get, a little more educated and you want to up your level in trading, become actually a little more successful and start seeing payouts, the link is going to be in the description for my mentorship. That is, again, cheaper than a goddamn fund account. I know all of you guys can afford a funded account. And if you guys can afford a fund account, you could definitely afford investing in yourself for your future to be actually, profitable and not relying on anybody else, right? So if you guys want to do that, link is going to be in the bio. Click, see what's up, and I can work with you guys. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys in the next video.